On Tuesday, Deshawn Thomas, a student at Chicago's South Shore High School, became the first recipient of a scholarship through the Ezekiel Taylor Foundation. Tenisha Taylor-Bell is awarding Chicago students $1,982 in remembrance of her father, Ezekiel Taylor, who was robbed and murdered in 1982 by 3 young men on the south side of Chicago. The hope is that the scholarship will help more students like Deshawn Thomas become better equipped to find alternatives to violence. Joining us now via Skype from Chicago is the Chief Executive Officer of the Foundation, Tenisha Taylor-Bell. Tenisha, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. So tell us a little bit about putting this scholarship fund together.
So as an executive at CNN, I was always covering what is happening here in my hometown, here in Chicago. And it breaks my heart every time I report on a homicide, a murder. And I started writing about it. And after a couple of years of writing about it, and I kept hearing a voice saying, do something about it. And to whom much is given, much is required. And so after much thought and prayer and conversations with the family, we decided to launch the Ezekiel Taylor Scholarship Foundation in my dad's memory, who, as you mentioned, was murdered in Chicago in 1982.
Tell us a little bit about the circumstances surrounding the murder of your father. What happened?
I was so young at the time. I was 5 at the time. This month marks the 35th anniversary. He was killed in April of 1982. But he was coming home from church one evening, a revival on a Friday night. As we say, at the wrong place at the wrong time, stopped to get some food, and a robbery ensued. It went wrong, went the bad way, and 3 young people, unfortunately, felt they had no hope, no opportunity, and felt that my dad's life was worth his car, unfortunately. And he was later found a couple of blocks later in a motel, shot and killed with a photo of me and obviously his ID and his wallet.
Oh, that is just horrible. I think a member of our panel has a question for you.
Sister Taylor, first of all, congratulations on continuing this going and keeping this going. Watching the video of you handing this money to these young brothers really is moving. And could you say a little bit more about how this money is being used, not just for 4-year colleges, but to advance education on all fronts, in 2-year colleges and trade schools? What was your philosophy and your vision behind that?
That is what makes us so unique at the Ezekiel Taylor Scholarship Foundation. We do not exclude the middle of the road young man. And usually those young men who are 2.5, 2.8, or a C student who may not be cut out for the 4-year university, they may just be for the a junior college, a trade school. Yes. They could say, Miss Taylor, I want to get a welding license or a construction license or a barber license. We are setting money aside for those young men so they're not overlooked by society. That's our competition. The gang members are going after those young men who may not have the community and the village to say, pull your pants up, get to class, stop smoking weed, we expect great things out of you. Our foundation is doing that, and we want to make sure we capture those boys, not excluding the A or B student, but including everyone. We have to make sure we put a dent in death. And the only way that we can do it is invest in our young people, tell them they have opportunity, tell them we can do it. We cannot wait for a person behind a desk at City Hall or a politician. This is a grassroots effort. This foundation is because everybody who's watching and listening has sent in donations to easytaylor.org. We are taking our community back, our young boys back, and we're making a difference in our own way.
We've only got about 30 seconds left, but could you tell us a little bit about the scholarship recipient? We'd love to know a little bit about his story.
Deshawn was absolutely delightful, amazing. My heart jumped for joy. I met him for the first time yesterday. I never met him. He wrote an essay through his school, South Shore International Prep Academy. It was called the Ezekiel Taylor Stop the Violence Essay Contest. He was wonderful, a great kid. His family was awesome, his mom, his dad, everyone. He's applying to schools now. He has a top school on his list. That check you saw in the video will go directly to his school. It marks the year that my dad was born, 1982. We'll be doing more scholarships so kids can go online and apply. The deadline is April 30th to apply for funds.
Oh, thank you so much, Tenisha Taylor-Bell. We love the work that you're doing. Keep it going.
A peaceful protest turned deadly. 37-year-old black man was shot and killed by Baton Rouge police. His hands are in the air, and you still get shot by the cops.
Oh, my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
We're not going to let hate define us.
Race is a big part of this.
If truly all lives matter, then all lives need to matter equally.
What we require is action. What we require is accountability. We understand that black lives do matter, and we will keep focused on this issue.
NewsOne Now, every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.